Peace, y'all. Okay, let's get right into this message. I know I had to take care of something. I don't know why I pressed live and I wasn't ready. But anyways, I had to put lotion on. It's just a pet peeve of mine. It's just a pet peeve of mine. I cannot not have lotion on. It just feels, my skin just feels so, ugh. I don't know. It feel like I got chalk on my hands or something like, I don't know. What they call it? People have them weird little phobias. That's what it is. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into it. Starting off with Aries, how they'll know they found the one. Now, this could be, a current person that you're dealing with. This could be, something new coming in. This could be now. It could be a future thing. Who knows, right? Let's get into it. Let's see. How would Aries know they met the one? How would Aries know that this person is the one? How they'll know? How would Aries know that this person is the one? Well, for one, there's a lot of communication. They're very honest. They brutally honest. Could be a Cancer or air sign. They brutally honest. Okay? They're going to tell you straight up. So everything is going to be very clear with this person. I'm going to tell you that too. Everything is clear. Hey, Brandy. Everything that comes from this person. So it's not going to be no confusion because this person makes everything clear. And it may not be necessarily what they say, but with the Emperor, more so what they do. So you would know because they're going to show up. They're going to be there for you. This person might also be kind of overprotective, but I don't want to say overprotective. They could be very protective over you. Meaning, like, if you was to call them and say, like, yeah, I'm dealing with these issues and with that, this person's gonna be trying to find solutions to that. So they're looking for solutions for you. Like, okay, you said you had to deal with that. Okay, well, cool. I get this money on that day. I could send that to you. Got that taken care of, or something like that, right? Oh, you shouldn't deal with those people that don't really seem like they have the best interest for you. So that's kind of what I'm getting here when I say this person's protective over you. And when you start to express things to them, they're listening. They trying to find solutions for you. Tell me how they coming in towards Aries. How is this person coming in towards? This could be an air sign or a Taurus or another Aries. They stressed about something. So when they come in towards you, you actually might kind of feel like this person just don't care about you. You might feel like that kind of nonchalant. Could be a Sagittarius. And that's because they might be dealing with their own personal stress. They could be coming out of some sort of karmic situation. Yeah, they coming out of a karmic cycle with somebody else. And so when you meet them, they might not even be ready for a commitment. And it's not because they trying to hold back off of a commitment. It's because whatever they're dealing with, they're still closing it out. Okay? Whoever they were dealing with, they're still closing that situation out. They might tell you about, they might also be someone that deals with a lot of like anxiety. Maybe they've told you about some sort of depression that they've dealt with. I'm going to tell you something too. This person ain't going to be all that wrapped too tight. They might come off as being real chill, calm, cool, and collected. But pushing their buttons, that's when you're going to see their other side. I'm going to tell you that too. This is somebody here that's unpredictable because they come off as calm. They come off as like, oh, I don't really do all that, and no, I just don't like to indulge into. They stay away from all the bullshit because they know how they can get, especially with this King of Swords in reverse. This is not a rational person. This is not a rational. This is so Aries. Whoever this person is, if you see them flip out, you literally gonna feel like you was kind of like, whoa, I didn't expect that from you. That's what I'm getting. Like, oh, I didn't expect that from you. Now, as far as this third party situation, no, I don't feel like that's something you got to worry about them dealing with. I feel like they're done with that situation, but they're still gonna be healing from it. So when y'all first meet each other, you might think it ain't gonna go nowhere because they still dealing with that. Tell me how is Aries gonna feel about that? Like, what's Aries energy with this person? What's gonna be Aries energy with this person? So Aries, you're gonna be single and independent. You might not too. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're gonna be actually okay. You're gonna be single and independent. So if this person actually gonna come towards you in a time period of your life where you might not even be focused on love with that hermit. You might be deep in that. Maybe some of y'all are practicing abstinence or celibacy. Okay. You might be a homebody. You may just be like, a loner. You don't really hang out with a lot of people. Well, how the fuck is they gonna meet? If Aries is gonna be up at that house, how they gonna meet? Could be a Virgo. Give me a little more clarity. How is Aries and this person going to meet? Well, this is so general. Well, this is a general reading, so, Y'all might. Somebody going to approach the other person. Somebody just going to approach the other person. That's what this is telling me. Somebody just... So, I mean, I don't know if they're approaching you through, like, a group setting. I feel like you might meet them through somebody else, though. 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups came out. Some of y'all may have already crossed paths with this person, and then it's like, okay, y'all gonna circle back around to each other. But that's what I'm getting here. I feel like you may either meet this person through somebody, or like you already have crossed paths with them, and then y'all gonna kind of like circle back around to each other. So tell me what's well, that's it right there. How they feel? How they gonna feel about Aries? One more show for how they gonna feel about Aries. Aries, they gonna feel like that you don't want them though. They gonna feel rejected by you. I get them waiting on you to kind of like, I'm telling you right now, some sort of third party here. There will be a third party somewhere in the mix. If they feel rejected by you, are they gonna feel like you uninterested in them? That's how they gonna feel, like you uninterested in them. But they gonna feel something so strong that it don't make no sense to them. They're gonna be super attracted to you. I get them fantasizing about you sexually as well. So that's what I have. This could be a Taurus, okay, a Virgo, any air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right, moving on to Taurus. Be sure to hit that like button. How will Taurus know they met the one? How will Taurus know when they met the one? One more shuffle. How will Taurus know when they met the one? Let's see, Taurus. Could be an Aries, the Fool card. Clarify more with that. That could be very fun and spontaneous. Clarify that Fool for how will Taurus know when they met the one. Clarify that. Well, because they're going to be one of the, could be an Aries or a Pisces or a fire sign. Because they're going to be real hot and heavy on your tail. But you're not gonna never. But so they're gonna come off as being a fun vibe, fun time. You might feel like they hiding something from you, or feel like they not being honest with you about something. Yeah, they got another. There's two people here. So you'll know when you met the one when you're gonna be stuck between two options. That sound like some Taurus shit. I don't know. Clarify more with this. I'm telling you. It's three people. So, I don't get this as their energy, y'all. I get this as your energy. So, you're going to have somebody new come towards you, but you're still going to be playing games with this person that's emotionally unavailable, closed off. So, you're going to be indecisive about which direction you should go in because you got somebody here, possible Aries, okay? Fire sign energy. Super attractive. They coming in, they're going to want you. They're going to be pursuing you. They're going to want to take it seriously with you. They're going to want to invest into things. You would know when they came into your life because it's going to be a point where somebody from your past that looks emotionally unavailable. I don't really know what the fuck you want with this. They look selfish. Could be an air sign or a water sign. They look selfish. They look like they're emotionally abusive. They look like they only care about themselves. Didn't I say selfish? I think I did say selfish. They're closed off. They're withdrawing. They don't open up. They don't speak too much. They act like they don't even have time to even much deal with your shit. Can I be honest with you? I don't know who the fuck this loser is. I hope that's not the new person. I know that ain't the one for you because God would never play with you like that. Now, you may play with you like that, but God wouldn't play with you like that. So, let's see. Tell me, you know, what's going to be Taurus energy here with this person? When they come into Taurus life. Tell me what's going to be Taurus energy here with this person. You don't know. Can I be honest with you, Taurus? You haven't did the work. So when they come in, you might miss this opportunity. Because you haven't did the work to heal and release something. Even if you tell yourself that you're letting something go with the 10 of Wands, with the Hermit, you haven't done the work on yourself. So it's like, yeah, you might meet this person, but are you going to be able to keep them? Probably not, because you haven't done the work. You haven't done the work. See, people gotta understand. Only it's only half of what the universe and what God do, and then the rest is up to you. And then people also too gotta understand that yes, people may be shitty ass individuals, but if you don't do the work on yourself so that you can align with the better that you keep claiming that you want, you still gonna miss out on the opportunity. It don't matter. You can say, I'm such a good person. I am a great person. I don't cheat. I don't lie. I don't steal. I don't miss no. I don't do nothing to nobody. Why can't I have what I deserve? Because you haven't done the work. You have not addressed yourself and told yourself where you are sabotaging and ruining your own happiness. So you gonna have somebody come towards you, but you're not gonna do the work. So you're not gonna, and I know you're not gonna do the work because you still gonna be sitting over here trying to decide if somebody who you know don't give a fuck about you, give a fuck about you. So that's how I know you ain't gonna be able to do the work. Because when you do the work, that's not even a question. That's not even like, oh, well, maybe I should. I don't know. Because what he says kind of sounds convincing because you already know the truth. It don't matter what you tell me. I seen how you treated me. I seen how, I felt how you made me feel. You could say whatever, but I know what I experienced, and I know what I felt, and I know how it affected me, and this is what I'm doing so that I don't ever have to deal with it again. So, Taurus, you got to do the work. Because you listen, people got to hear me. Because, see, readers tell you this all the time, but they don't really tell you why. If you don't do the work, Taurus, you're going to spend your life constantly complaining. People are not treating you right. People don't respect me. No, because you are not doing it to yourself. And the thing about it is when people hear nobody respects or when people hear like, oh, you got to get more strict about your boundaries, they think like, oh, people who have boundaries don't get played with. That's not the case. People who have boundaries get played with a lot. The thing about it is that when you just respect and love yourself so much, when you have those boundaries up and you understand why you have those boundaries up, right? That's when you turn your back on shit like that. You turn your back on people who confuse you. You turn your back on people who lie to you. You turn your back on people who try to use you. You turn your back on, because you understand your worth and you understand that investing into something like this is not going to get me nowhere. Okay, Taurus? So with all that being said, you're going to have something new coming towards you that's going to want to take your ass seriously. You just have not done the work. You still talking about how your ex treated you, which is the same ex that you going to be confused about if you should go back to this person or that person. But it's a thing. You can get whoever you want to get. You're not going to be able to keep them. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I don't think you hear me. You're not going to be able to keep them, Taurus, because you have not done the work. So you can't blame your ex. You can't say people full of shit. Nobody's consistent. People be lying. Nobody you never gonna find love, and it's not real, and everybody like this, and niggas ain't shit, and bitches is hoes, and everybody. You can't say none of that when you done the work. Okay, so that's what's gonna have to happen here. I'm telling you, look at that. Spirit said you got new love coming. Tell me how this new person approaching Taurus. How is this new person approaching Taurus? Let me see. Well, Taurus, they're gonna want to be closer to you, but you're not gonna let them. So they're gonna want to be closer to you, but I'm seeing you be distant from them. Eight of Cups. So you're gonna be distant from them. They're gonna want to be closer to you. That's what this is telling me. It's almost like them waiting for you. Yeah, look, I said waiting for you. Seven of Pentacles. It's almost like they waiting for you, but you distant. Even if so, they might even detach from this, Taurus. They might even fall back, distance themselves, don't talk to you, and then they still gonna be kind of waiting to see what you're gonna do. Is Taurus gonna come back? Is Taurus gonna come back? Because Taurus, they like you. But I don't think you're going to realize that this is a wish fulfillment for you. That's what you don't realize, that this is a wish fulfillment. You don't realize that everything that you've been asking for in love, this person has it. And you want to know why you don't realize it, Taurus? Because you haven't done the work. Hermit in reverse. You still putting the blame on other people. You still ain't taking account. You still ain't. And this is the thing. Let me say this one last thing and I'm done with y'all message. Okay, Taurus, this is the thing about it, okay? People could point the finger all day long, but like I constantly keep telling y'all, you accepted that shit, and that's where the work got to come in from you. You got to tell yourself, what unhealed, unloved part of me, what traumatized version, of me has allowed this shit to go on this long, and I got to put an end to it today? Because I want better. I simply just want better for myself. Right? I'm craving better. I want real, what do I need to do so that I could be able to identify these things and I could be able to keep a hold of it and continue to just kind of grow and be in alignment with what's for me and stop forcing shit that's not for me to be for me. But that's what I'm getting here, Taurus. So you will have something coming in. You will. Okay? I just don't know if you're going to like really just move forward with that or not. Yeah, because you're going to be confused. You're going to be unsure. You're going to be uncertain. You're not going to want to invest all your time into it. And you just haven't done the work. That's why you're not going to be able to identify if this is real or not. Because it's going to seem too good to be true. 7 of Cups in reverse is like, oh, wait, hold up. I ain't never had nobody treat me like that before. Spirit is showing you a glimpse into what you can have. See, you're just not used to it. So when it comes towards you, you're going to feel like this is bullshit. That's what you're going to feel like. So, do what you please with that, okay? Do what you please. Moving on. Gemini. Hey. Hey, Nicole. All right, so tell me about how would Gemini know when they met the one? How would Gemini know when they met the one? They might be dark-skinned. They might be darker tone skinned or something like that. How would Gemini know when they met the one? One more shuffle. How would Gemini know? Tower. It's going to happen. You're going to meet somebody unexpectedly. So you're going to unexpectedly run into somebody. Yep. You're going to unexpectedly run into somebody when you're moving on from something else. So when you're moving on from something else, you're going to run into somebody. This person is a no-nonsense type of person. So all that rah shit that Geminis do, they're not going for it. They could also be an air sign just like you. They could be a Scorpio as well. It's open. One moment. Probably. Wow. Oh, you smell good. You got cologne on? You got cologne on? Okay. You smell good. Here, put the TV on for me right now. Put on the cocoa. Right here, my remote cocoa on. Yeah. Go watch cocoa. Go watch cocoa. Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'm sorry about that, Gemini. Anyway, so this person is a no-nonsense. They no nonsense. They're not going for it. But you're gonna run. They're gonna. You might. They're gonna. This is gonna be a very communicative person. So y'all gonna communicate a lot. They are gonna be very straightforward. But you're gonna be kind of questioning like, dang, what's the emotional side? And that's because they process everything logically. So this person not gonna be overly emotional. Okay? Because first they want to read you. They want to understand you. They want to peep you. Okay? Okay, so let's see. What's going to be Gemini's energy back towards this person? Just pick them up. What's going to be Gemini's energy towards this person? Okay, let me see. Gemini, you're going to be so scorned at that point. At that point, I don't think that you're going to really see no good coming from the situation with them. I don't think you're going to see no good coming from the situation with this person. Yeah, and you're going to actually try to reject it or push it away. Because at that point, you're going to be feeling like, yeah, love is a bust. I kind of don't really, I'm not interested in it at this point in time. Tell me, like, how are they going to approach Gemini? How are they approaching Gemini? I'm telling you, they're going to... So, yeah, Gemini, whenever they do approach you or they come towards you, I just get them being the type to where they hold back a lot on how they on what they really want to say or what they really want to do. That's what I get. Them holding back a lot. They actually going to be a bit obsessive over you. But they just going to be so calm, cool, and collected to the point where you don't even know. You might think they don't even care about you because they know how to keep their composure. But they're going to think about you a lot or have you on their mind a lot. They might, some of y'all you going to know as well, they also still maybe lingering around something from their past. They may still be lingering on something from their past that they feel like they missed the opportunity on. Tell me how what's gonna happen here? I don't know. I feel like you're going to have to make a decision, Gemini, because when it comes to this connection, like I said, you're going to be feeling like at that point at this point, you're going to start to feel like love is a buzz. It's just not for you. It's not working out. Everything has just been a waste of time. And I actually just see you kind of being indecisive about taking things further. So it's kind of going to be feeling like things get stagnant and get stuck and stop moving. It's not that y'all going to stop talking. It's more so like things going to just stop progressing or moving here. So that's what I have. I'm about to end this live, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to do the rest of the signs later.